KUTSKI on Radio 1. DJ KUTSKI. DJ KUTSKI. Radio 1. In KUTSKI we trust. Every Friday night on Radio 1. Keep the rave alive.
It's the plane! No, it's DJ KUTSKI.
I like novelty records, you know.
I want to hear novelty records.
I just feel like I want to hear the Pink Panther theme tune with the big kick drum in triplet. Now, on a personal level, we don't like hard house.
Rubbish. It's rubbish. End. I don't want to dance to
Hard house.
I want to march to Hardstyle.
I don't like hard house. We don't like hard house. I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like one hard house track maybe in a set. I don't like hard house. We don't like hard house. I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like
bang on hardstyle.
Yes, welcome to the show. Many thanks to Jules for the past 2 hours of trance music, the finest you're going to hear anywhere on the planet.
I like one hard house track maybe in a set.
It's part of Radio 1's lineup on a Friday night dedicated to all forms of specialist dance music. It's all covered, and for the next 2 hours you're in tune to me, KUTSKI, and I bring you the hard stuff.
On hardstyle.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
Absolutely got no problem with hardstyle.
I don't like hard house. We don't like hard house. I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like one hard house track maybe in a set. I don't like hard house. We don't like hard house. I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like
bang on hardstyle.
I like hardstyle. I like hardstyle. At the end of the day, if you're into it, you're into it, you love it. That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
We don't like hard house.
Rubbish. It's rubbish.
Highly amusing track to kick off the show. If you're involved in the scene, if you've been seeing what's going on, this track might make a little bit of sense, because the Tidy Boys, obviously legendary names in the hard house scene, they put a video up on YouTube. They were just discussing music, and they were kind of saying that they didn't really feel in the hardstyle vibes at the moment, not really into it. And of course, you know what these things are like on the internet, get out of hand, cause quite a bit of controversy. And this is the organ donor's response to it.
I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like one hard house track maybe in a set. I don't like hard house. We don't like hard house. I don't like hard house.
It's rubbish.
I like bang on hardstyle. I like hardstyle. I like hardstyle.
Beats a minute with a big you Costa.
Radio 1 KUTSKI.
Oh, it's all in jest, all in good fun. Tidy Boys had heard that ahead of time and they did think it was just as amusing as we did. But big up the organ donors. Nothing like injecting a bit of humour into the scene. Big show lined up for you tonight. As always, it's hard dance, hardcore, rave music. Everything is covered over the next 2 hours. If it's banging and hard, we're going to be representing it. We've got the free range mix when we're going back for some classic European hard trance. Some of the big German classics from around 2000, 2003 era. Snap, crackle, drop. I couldn't decide what I was going to go with, so I brought a handful of records down. Going to play it to the girls in the studio and we're going to make an executive decision on what we're going to be playing, but it's going to be on a hardcore tip this week. And of course, hardest record in the world. But before that, Luca Antolini, Lost in Time, Intuition on the remix. This is the hard dance mix on Radio 1 with KUTSKI.
In KUTSKI we trust, every Friday night on Radio 1.
at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
Yes, big international collaboration in the background now. That's KloneZ from Canada teaming up with Busho from the UK and Montorsi from Italy on the remix. This one's entitled Wreak, Havoc. Massive tune in the clubs at the moment for me. Got that perfect balance of hard and euphoric. Still to come in the mix, a couple of bootlegs coming up for you. That's what we like, get the groove moving. Hardstyle, hard trance, hardcore, rave breaks, all still to come on the show. With you till 3, this is KUTSKI'S Radio 1.
To the K, to the U, to the T, to the S, to the K, to the I, KUTSKI'S out of this, wind up your ears, boy. It's gonna get louder.
Control this feeling. Something's happening inside me. Our senses come alive. The chemistry is building. It's something that we're feeling. to sing about rock and roll. Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. I need something to sing about rock and roll. Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. Give me something to sing about rock and roll. Don't you know, baby, we're all alone now. Give me something to sing about.
Points for guessing where the vocal's from. It's Paramore, of course. Spotted that straight away. That's my secret guilty pleasure. I'll share it with you. I do like a bit of Paramore, I must admit. Don't admit that too often either. That's Tongue and Groove with Crush on Kung Fu Wax, Roadie Styles label, taking Paramore for a bit more of a hard trance, tougher direction. And I think that really works. Big up.
Could you guys please stop scratching?
Okay, one more before we go for Snap, Crackle, Drop this week. Some old school hardcore action, but before that, we're going on an underground tip, something a little bit different than we normally play, on an acid techno tip. This is FJ Project and Max One with In My Brain.
Keeping the rave alive.
KUTSKI'S.
Okay, next up, it's time to go old school as we go for Snap, Crackle, Drop, where we dig out an authentic crackly vinyl each week from my archive of records. And I had a choice of 3 this week. Didn't know whether to go for Dutch, Spanish, or UK happy hardcore classics. So I've discussed it with producer Rach and producer Esme in the studio, and we've kind of unanimously decided on one of them. My vote came from a musical standpoint. Esme and Rach came from kind of the sleeve, because it's got Charly, Lownoise and Mental Theo, and they don't seem to be wearing any tops at rave. I don't know whether that had some kind of influential factor. But it's definitely an old school classic that I love, and many people have been requesting tracks by these guys. Charly, Lownoise and Mental Theo, this is Wonderful Days.
Hardcore! You know the score.
Here we go again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go again.
What a classic. Charly, Lownoise and Mental Theo, Wonderful Days. That's the Rotterdam mix. Most people played the other side, but I like the Rotterdam one. It was tougher. Bigger kick drums, that's what it's about. And if you want to see the wonderful sleeve for that with Charly, Lownoise and Mental Theo raving away with their tops off, make sure you check out the blog on the BBC Radio 1 website. Check out the dance blog there. We'll put a link, a little bit of information about the track, and you can see the picture there.
Radio 1.
Okay, back to the new school now before we get into the free range mix. Sounds of the Noisecontrollers, one of the leading forces in the hardstyle scene today. This is one of the latest tracks on Digital Age, a new label they started up this year along with Wild Styles. Definitely trying out a new experimental sound on this one. Very techy. This is the Noisecontrollers with Give It Up.
Harder, Kutsky. Harder.
Cannot get enough of this tune at the moment. Noisecontrollers, Give It Up. Just so completely original. I mean, it's never going to be one of them dance floor anthems, but it's not what it's meant to be. And it really breaks it up and adds that solid groove to the dance floor. Big fan, very impressed. But now we're moving on to the free range mix, where this week we're going to be winding the clock back to listen to some of the big early hard trances that were coming out of Europe at the start of the decade. Around this time, kind of like UK hard house, it was massive all over the world. Then all of a sudden, there was an influx of this like amazing hard trance coming over on import from Germany. And it was just so banging and euphoric with the big breakdowns. And in some ways, it was the start of the very early hardstyle scene as well. What evolved from there, it added a whole new dimension to DJ sets within hard dance. We're talking about artists like Scot Project, Yoji Biomechanica, Hens and Cold, Alphazone, The Crow, all pioneering people back in the day. And we're going to cram as many of these in as we can over the next 20 minutes in this week's free range hard dance mix.
Now this one happens to be 100% organic, so don't panic, cause things are gonna get manic. 100% organic.
Fire. Wire. Fire. Wire. Fire. Wire. Fire. Wire. Fire. Wire.
Yes, free range mix with myself, DJ KUTSKI, representing the sounds of hard music on a Friday night. This is what we like to do. This is the music we love. Right now you're listening to Yoji by Mahanika, or just Yoji as he goes by these days, and this is a track entitled Ding-a-Ling. This was massive. I think it was around 2002, 2003 when this came out. Killer track in the clubs. Some shouts from people who got in touch with us during the week. I want to big up to Kevin Clark and the rest of the boys that are out to Creamfields this weekend. Big up all the festival crew. Bank holiday weekend, it's all about the festivals. Leeds, Reading, Creamfields. I'm going to be at Creamfields on Sunday representing. Some more shouts, big shout to Jamie Gabba Groves. Wants to shout for Jamie and his mates Josh and Pete, big up. Shout to Reese Jackson and all the Cardiff, South Wales ravers. Shout to Jake Shaw in Cannock. And big shout to Michael Adams and the rest of his hardcore crew. Big up. As we move on in the mix now, another belter. This one was on Tracid Tracks from Hens and Cole's Scot Project on the remix. This is the second trip.
100% organic.
up the mix with a big underground classic, DJ Shredder Chainsaw. That's the Crow Mix. That was originally released on Pulsive. I remember people scrambling for copies of that on import in the record shops before it was finally licensed and released in the UK on Tidy. There's a lot of kind of UK hard house style mixes of it, but for me, you just cannot beat this original. Dark and dirty, and that's what it's all about.
Ready to groove.
Radio 1. KUTSKI'S plays hard dance and hardcore.
Bring the house down for me. Change your whole world for me. And I will lose control.
Yes, keeping things on the hard tip, bringing it bang up to date. Representing some UK talent on the hardstyle scene. This is DJ Yoz, remix of the Dutch hardstyler by MKN, Lose Control. Yoz has been representing on the underground for quite a few years now as one half of the Yo Freddy's. But now he's working on more solo projects, such as this remix for Our Style, Juice and Cali's label. And this is some serious anthem territory. Turn it up, it's the Hardstyle mix on Radio 1.
Expect big, fast, heavy beats.
me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better than you.
Big hardstyle anthem in the background now. This one is massive in the festivals. In Holland at the moment, the picture Ain't Nobody.
Close your eyes and listen very carefully to this, the Telltale Heart.
And moving on in the mix, big tune for me at the moment, the most innovative hardstyle track I've heard all year. This is the brand new Wild Styles.
DJ KUTSKI'S.
Heart-stopping tale of unspeakable terror. If you ever had a terrible secret, or if you ever committed an act that your conscience told you not to, you had better sit back, close your eyes, and listen very carefully to this, the Telltale Heart.
that looking at the window? Who riding? Nobody survives when I got my steel up, throw my shit up, pulling the trigger. What the fuck you looking at, punk? Gangsters don't dance. Gangsters don't dance. Gangsters don't dance. We boogie. Nobody survives when I got my steel up, throw my shit up, pulling the trigger. What the fuck for looking at, punk? For looking at, punk.
Tune in the background now for the cutting edge raw hardstyle sound. It's big at the moment. New collaboration project between Randy and Ardo. They go by the names of Guns for Hire. And this is Gangsters Don't Dance. This one's out now on Alpha Twins label. Definitely one for the harder floors.
Radio 1. KUTSKI.
Fat.
Okay, one more before the hardest record. I've got a peach for you this week. It's a proper tongue-in-cheek one. But before that, some breakbeat hardcore from a guy who's been pushing this sound relentlessly on the underground for the past few years. So I pay him maximum respect. This is Firefly with Reboot.
Hardcore. Know the score.
Next up, it's time for the hardest record in the world, and this week we've got a hands-down winner that I think really sums up everything that we love about this feature. It's a remix of one of the all-time great rave anthems from the early 90s, remixed by Geordie tongue-in-cheek terrorcore producer Smurf. He's a bit of a legend on the scene. And I knew this was going to be the winner for the feature even before I'd listened to the track, because I checked the email and then I got a second email straight away saying, ignore the last version, mate, I've added a bit more Chesney Hawkes in this one. So you know that one's going to be a winner. This is Smurf remix of Human Resource Dominator, and this is the hardest record in the world right now.
Yes, KUTSKI, this is the hardest record in the world right now.
The one and only dominator. Bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. I'm dominator. Bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. Bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. Kiss myself. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. 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 In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and tougher. In other words, sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and bolder and rougher and
Has everybody got the breath back? Here we go again!
I'm the one and only dominator. I'm bigger and stronger and rougher and tougher and other words sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and stronger and rougher and tougher and other words sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and stronger and rougher and tougher and other words sucker, there is no other. I'm bigger and stronger and rougher and tougher and other words worst sucker there is no other. I'm the one and only dominator. I'm the one and only dominator.
This is most definitely the hardest record in the world right now.
Wanna kiss myself.
Save your kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Don't cry, honey, don't cry. Gonna walk out the door, but I'll soon be back for more.
I'm the one and only dominator.
Radio 1. KUTSKI.
Fat C.
Yes, big up the Smurf. That's his remix of Human Resource Dominator. I think he's got his trademark sound on that there. I think you'll agree. Love it. Keeping the tempo high now. Sounds of UK hardcore in the mix. This is KUTSKI Radio 1.
so right. You are the moon and stars, my everything I ever wanted and more. I'll never understand why you had to push my love aside. Maybe I gave too much, lost your
Of a classic, Scott Brown's Elysium, and this is Scott Brown versus Al Storm and Cat Knight. It's all about Elysium. Rework with a classic vocal over the top of it as well. This one's an absolute dance floor destroyer in the hardcore scene. In the mix, you heard Technicore and Kato's new one, Temple of Hardcore. That's going to be forthcoming on Supersonic. We kicked off the mix with Black and White versus Introspective and Outsider, Hands Up, some breakbeat hardcore action. And now we're going into a remake of another Dutch classic. Ravers Unite, it's hardcore vibes, Sign Unknown on the remix, turn it up.
In Kutsky we trust, every Friday night on Radio 1.
Hardcore, rock the floor.
Winding up the UK hardcore mix. Bishop and Dab Audio, this is Attack the Floor. Classic vocal on that one. And before that, another hot producer rising on the scene in the UK at the moment, that's Mob. Never give it up.
Could you guys please stop scratching?
Radio 1.
Yes, as we move on, we haven't played any rave breaks for the past few weeks. There's been so much great stuff, so you're really going to get spoilt tonight. This one in the background, talk about a collaboration of legends. It's Slipmat meets Liquid, Ragga Twins on the vocal, and Billy Bunter and Sanction on the remix. Many names to check, and a massive track. This one's entitled Third Generation Dub. Stay on Radio 1. From 7 a.m, it's Edith with The Breakfast Show, with inserts from Ali McRae in Leeds, along with our very own producer Esme and Jen Long in Reading. From 5 a.m, Rob the Bank, and up next tonight, The Essential Mix. Don't forget to get online, check out the show again if you've missed any of it, or if you just need to check out these heavy beats again, I'm sure that's going to be the case. Some old school Dutch hardcore with Snap, Crackle, Drop, free range mix, classic Euro hard trance, and the hardest record in the world from Smurf. And that's just about me done for tonight. Leaving you in the background now. Remix of a classic, Ramos and Supreme, Crowd Control. This is DJ Twister's Future Jungle Mix. Get your glow sticks out for the last minute. This is KUTSKI'S signing out.
This program might contain strong language.